Damian Lillard called Steph Curry the greatest shooter of all time. I believe there was a stat the other day that Steph is closing in on Ray Allen's 3-point shooting regular season records, and he's only played 600 less games than Ray Allen. No big deal. Uh, no big deal at all. Uh, Lillard said, and I quote, Steph has two MVPs, a unanimous MVP, back-to-back titles, three total titles. The resume is there. So I think if you ask 10 people, 7 of them or 8 of them would probably come back and say Steph is right behind Magic in the way in the way he has changed the game and the excitement with his style of play. Guys, how right is Damian Lillard? Because I don't think there's any room to say he's wrong. What do we think? What are our thoughts on this, Omer?
I mean, it's true. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. Like the stat you mentioned, like he's like whatever 600 games behind Ray Allen as far as games played, and like he's already surpassed. Like the dude is the greatest. Like he's done it faster than anyone. He's revolutionized the game. Honestly, though, in the way and the manner and the frequency of 3-point shooting we're seeing, when you pull up from like half court, like 5 whatever years from now, people are gonna be saying Curry, like Chef Curry, that's what it's all about. So I think it's 100% true, and the fact that it's coming from Damian Lillard, I think speaks volumes because Damian Lillard is also someone who is thought to be one of the best sharpshooters in the history of the game, or even in our generation. Some people still argue that he might be the best pound for pound, but it's Steph Curry. Like he is, like I said, he's revolutionized the game. He's like the Splash Bros. They completely changed the way defenses even defend in the NBA. Like they force people to defend the perimeter way more, or they should force them to defend perimeter. They still don't do it a lot of times. But regardless, I think the fact that it's coming from Damian Lillard speaks even bigger volumes. I know there's a lot of people who were unhappy about that. Ironically, a lot of Damian Lillard fans were unhappy with Dame coming out and saying this. They're like, "Oh no, you don't understand. Like Damian Lillard, you're still the best of all time." Like, okay, Damian. This is no disrespect for Damian Lillard. He might go down as one of the best shooters ever, right? He also might go down as one of the best shooters ever. But we're talking about best. We're talking about greatest shooters ever. It's Steph Curry. He's.
Yeah.
It's no debate.
So I
So
have I have the stat. Steph sits at 2,733s behind Ray Allen's number one record, 2,973. Let's keep in
jeez.
mind that 4 of the 5 highest 3-point shooting seasons in terms of threes made, right, are Steph Curry's. The fifth that isn't Steph Curry is Klay Thompson's. And the final thing to keep in mind is that Steph has over 300 threes this season alone, under 70 games, right? And at this point, in a
Yep.
season that 82 games, imagine if he played 80 games this season, he could have 350 threes. We're talking about a guy, if he stays healthy and plays 80 games next season, could maybe hit 400 threes. Could be the first player to get over 3,000 threes. He would easily be the first player to ever get 3,000 threes. He might be the only player to ever get 4,000 threes. And even with the ridiculous pace that 3-point shots are being made, nobody makes them. Not even Dame. Nobody makes them like Steph Curry. Not Dame, not Trae Young, not Klay Thompson, not any other shooter that you can think of makes threes like Steph Curry. In an era where the three-pointer is king, Steph Curry is God.
So yeah, I think when it comes to Dame, I think Dame is correct. Steph is the best 3-point shooter ever, greatest 3-point shooter ever. In comparison to Dame, it's more like what you have to ask, I think Steph is a better shooter. I think Dame is a better he's what they call he's cold, meaning like Dame will Steph will come down, Steph will hit like 12 threes in a game, and he'll shimmy and shit. Dame is the kind of guy where he will come down, grab the rebound, fucking stand at half court, stare down his defender before pulling from fucking half court, 40 feet, to shoot a shot to send a team home. That's what Dame does. That's what he's always done. See if you could pull up a stat though. Who has more career dunks between Damian Lillard and
but that's not okay. I mean, look, I think Dame might have that, but that's not what the topic is. Like Damian Lillard called Steph Curry
Right.
the greatest shooter of all time.
And I think he is. And listen,
Dame was an athlete.
it means
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.